Hello and welcome to pmslounge.com. In this video, you will get an overview of the 8 project performance domains. Now, where does this topic come from? This obviously comes from your PMBOK guide. But the thing is, I've mentioned this earlier and I'll say it again. This is not just one book. It contains 2 books. It contains the PMBOK guide and it also contains the standard for project management. We have an entire playlist of all the videos that you need to go over to cover the standard for project management. That will be linked in the description below. It will be the third link because the first link is going to take you to an article on this very topic, the overview of 8 performance domains, project performance domains, that is to our official website pmclaunch.com. And the second link is going to be a playlist where you will find this overview video as well as the 8 different videos covering each performance domain in a lot of details. So, 3 important links, definitely check them out. But as I was saying, this is basically 2 books, not just one. I've done a video earlier, it will be linked in the description. Again, fourth link, which talks about the relationship between standard for project management and the PMBOK guide. So, that video will also be linked. But as I was saying, once you go over the standard for project management, it's about a few pages, and then you get another book getting started here, which is the PMBOK guide. And within PMBOK guide is where you will find these 8 project performance domains. So let me share my screen and talk about the topics that we are covering today. As I was saying earlier, we will be going over an overview of all the 8 project performance domains. So we'll talk about what are these performance domains, the 8 performance domains, how they work together, principles versus domains. Remember, we've already covered the 8 principles, right? So, how are principles different from domains, and how context is actually the king? So that would be the last topic. So these are the 5 topics that we are covering today. Let's get started and start off with our first topic, which is what are project performance domains? I mentioned that there are 8 in total, but what exactly are these, right? So project performance domains are basically groups of related activities that drive project outcomes. What this means is that project performance domains, they represent a key focus area that you juggle from kickoff to close. So these are key focus areas that each of these performance domains basically represent. Now, everything from your stakeholder engagement to measuring results, everything comes under these performance domains. Now, these are not just your to do lists, but these are lenses through which you manage your project successfully. Now, the other thing is these domains are active throughout the project and influence one another continuously. This is very important. These are active throughout the project. So it's not like one of them will get over and then you move on to the next domain, right? It's not a sequential step when we talk about these performance domains. All of these are active throughout your project. That means that all 8 of these, they never switch off. So while you're executing work, you are also planning, you are also engaging stakeholders, you are also adapting to uncertainty, and so on and so forth. So, understanding that these 8 performance domains overlap and actively shape each other throughout the course of your project, this is going to help you navigate the real project complexity. So, I hope that's clear how these are not sequential, but they all are active at all times. So, let's take a quick look at all of these. The 8 domains are listed here on your screen right now. They start off with stakeholders. You have team, development approach and life cycle, planning, project work, delivery, measurement, and uncertainty. So, stakeholders is all about, it says, communication, engagement. It's all about the people who care about the project. Then you have team. Team is all about collaboration, skills, the people who will actually deliver the project. Then you have development approach and life cycle. It contains agile, waterfall. But the fact is how you are going to work on your project. That's what development approach is all about. Then you have planning. This is where you figure it out. You do your scheduling, you do your resource allocation and stuff like that. Project work is actually execution. This is where you are doing the project work, you are managing your team, and you're doing the execution. Then you have delivery, and this is basically whatever last steps that you need to take prior to actually handing over the project deliverables, and it also includes the handing over of the project deliverables, right? Then you have a measurement, which is metrics, analysis. You are checking if everything worked correctly. And then there's uncertainty, which is all the surprises that you can think of. And for those who have managed projects, they would know projects are full of surprises. And that's why uncertainty is very important. And that's why risk management is part of it. That's why contingency planning is part of uncertainty. So, this is your project compass, right? These are your 8 project performance domains. These domains are going to apply to all projects, whether you're building software, whether you're building a bridge, whether you're hosting a conference, or you're planning a family reunion. All of this will be applicable, right? So that's something that you should be aware of. I'd like to request you, if you're getting value so far from this video, smash that like button. It helps us stay motivated and create more free content for you. And with that, I will also share a question for you as part of this video, and I'll share the 8 performance domains again. Which one of these 8 that you see on your screen right now, which one do you think project managers spend most of their time on? Note that these are not ranked in any manner, right? These 8 are not ranked. There's no PMBOK guide does not rank these domains. They don't say that one is more important than others. And that is not what I am asking. What I'm asking is, which one of these do you think, or in your own experience, which one of this is most time consuming? This is where project managers spend most of their time. Let me know in the comments. Definitely looking forward to your answers. All right. So, how do these domains work together? You can think of domains as a band playing live. So you don't wait for the drummer to finish before the guitarist starts riffling, right? They all perform together. Sometimes they can be out of sync. Sometimes they could be improvising as well. But the fact is, performance domains, they run in parallel and they constantly influence each other. Something that we should be aware of. You have to recognize the interplay that lets you make smarter decisions and avoid surprises. For example, a sudden stakeholder request could belong to the stakeholder domain, right? But this request might force you to tweak your project schedule, which belongs to the planning domain. Now, while you are still delivering your current sprint, all of this is happening while you're still delivering your current sprint, which means you are also looking at the project work domain. You are executing, right? So, just a simple stakeholder request that was basically a request to change in your plan. This affects 3 different domains. You have stakeholder domain, you have the planning domain, and then you have the project work domain, which is the actual execution. So you have to spot these interactions early, which is going to keep you ahead of any curveballs that the project is going to throw at you. All right, let's talk about principles versus domains. This is the fourth point that we are covering. After that, it's the last point that we are going to cover. Let's talk about principles versus domains. Principles guide behavior. Performance domains guide where you apply those behaviors. This is very important to understand the difference between the two. Principles guide behavior. Performance domains guide where you apply those behaviors. Actually, right now on your screen, you will also see a diagram that is present in the PMBOK guide. Principles are your North Star. You have focus on value, or you have demonstrate leadership behavior. All of these are principles. And by the way, as I mentioned earlier, we have covered all 12 principles. And the two that I just named, focus on value, demonstrate leadership behavior, are the actual project management principles out of the 12 project management principles. The link is in the description if you want to go over all 12 project management principles. But regardless, what I was mentioning is that these principles are your North Star. But when we talk about project performance domains, these are the arenas where you live out or where you apply these principles. So you demonstrate the focus on value principle in your delivery and in your measurement domains. You demonstrate leadership behavior principle in your team and stakeholders domain. So that is how principles can guide behavior, but performance domains guide where you apply those behaviors. Together, principles and domains are going to form the complete framework for effective project management. So it's not like principles versus domains. It's not either or here. It's principles and domain. Both of them go together. You have to combine both of these to ensure that you're not just doing things right, but doing the right things as well. Let's talk about context is king. Unlike older models that forced you into a strict sequence like waterfall model, here you decide the flow, which means there's no required sequence or ranking among the 8 domains. It's not like how you would do a waterfall project, right? Where you would complete the plan first, and only after the planning is complete, you will start to work on the plan. I like to use this line a lot: plan the work and work the plan. That's not how it works here when we talk about domains, right? Because we have shifted into this agile world where all of these domains can actually work together. So, project context determines which domains you emphasize and when. If you are launching a time sensitive marketing campaign, delivery and team domains, right? The delivery domain and the team domain, they might dominate early on. But if you are pioneering research with unknowns, then uncertainty, your risk management, measurement, your quality, right? They take the front stage. So it's all about fitting your project's unique story. And that is why context is king. None of these 8 performance domains is something that you would do in sequence. None of these have more importance than others.